Greetings, colleagues and Professor Sill. My name is John Taylor, and I'll be teaching you how to use the software Jing Screen-Casting tools today. A couple of things before we get started is, number one, you need to be sure to type in www.techsmith.com/Jing. If you go to jing.com, it will take you to a random site domain with a lot of random pictures, and I don't know what it was, but it wasn't what we're looking for today. This is the home page right here, Jing. I'm going to buy TechSmith. The second thing that you need to be aware of before we get started is that you'll actually be signing up for two different accounts today. They're both created by TechSmith and they're both authentic, so there won't be a whole lot of trouble, because once you sign up for Jing, it automatically signs you up for the other site, which is Screencast.com, also created by TechSmith. This is essentially the library that everything will be will be saved to. You can save whatever we create to your computer or here. That is a pretty cool option. I'm going to go ahead and sign into mine real quick and get that started and let it load while I return to the home page. Really interesting thing about Jing, and what made me decide to teach the software, is that in addition to being able to capture anything you see on your screen as far as image or recording videos, it is truthfully the quickest and easiest sharing software that I've at least seen and used before. I've used Screencast-O-Matic, which takes up quite a bit of time because you have to convert files and you have to upload it to a hosting site before you can actually use it and save it or anything. Jing, you don't really have to worry about the conversion. It automatically uploads it immediately, and it's easy to share to social networking at the push of a couple of buttons. Another really quick, interesting thing about Jing is that, believe it or not, let me scoot my screen down, it's actually been around since 1995. I did not know that, but I found that just to be pretty interesting. Alright, and of course the last greatest thing about Jing is that it's free! There are some softwares created by TechSmith. Snagit is one of them, which is an option here through Jing, but we don't want to go with that option because it actually costs $50. You do get a free trial of Snagit, which has more options and allows you to connect to YouTube better, but once your trial is done, then it's done. That's why it's a trial version. So we'll just stick with the free version of Jing. I'm actually not going to go through the download process with this video because of time's sake. Instead, I'm just going to go directly into what you'll see right after. Right here, the download. Picking up right after the download, you'll be able to see the references to downloading the software correctly and signing into your account with a reference page that I'll submit for discussion 5. So just picking up from after the download and signing up, you'll click on here if you want to. This is actually the free training by TechSmith itself, which will take you to this page. This is their library of all the tutorial videos and documents and facts of how to basically use Jing. I'm actually going to go over just a few of these basic things because each one is going to be about an individual feature, which is pretty cool. There are some advanced features such as the FTP button. I'm not exactly sure what that stands for, but I do know that FTP has to do with programming and coding, which is something I'm not too familiar with outside of basic HTML. Alright, so if you want to explore more tutorial videos outside of my video and to learn how to use the software, just go to the actual TechSmith site. That's what it's there for. Alright. Okay, good. I went back to Screencast.com. This is the library that you'll also have. As you can tell, Jing has already created a folder in my Screencast account because this is the hosting folder for anything that I choose to upload. Once you actually download the software, I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my desktop. Here it is right here, Jing. The interesting thing about Jing real quick is that it's a software running in the background. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. There it goes. That is the sun, and it actually flew up to the top of my screen right there. There it is. These are the main tools. This right here is the interactive software Jing. But like I said, it is a software running in the background with everything else. So be aware of that, because if you leave it on, then the software continues to run. There is an option to turn it off, which is what this first little sunshine ray is. This is the More page. Here's your home page, or well, the home site, or whatever you would like to call this particular page for Jing. This is how you turn the software off and on. This is also how you can get in touch with the tech help from Jing, your preferences, as well as send the Jing TechSmith software feedback. And this finish button just basically turns that off, but the software is still running up here. I just exit the home screen. Alright, the next thing is your history. I'm going to click on that real quick. This is actually some previous things that I've practiced with right here. This is everything that you create with Jing. It basically saves your projects or whatever you capture. I went ahead and deleted them out of my desktop and out of my folders already, but I just wanted to show that it does in fact save things for you. So it's not entirely permanently deleted until I delete it from my recycle bin. Right, so I'm going to close that. Now I'm going to go to the main feature, is this one little sunshine ray. This is the capture button. Click on it, and now I have crosshairs. Now what this does is capture anything you highlight. So I'm going to capture a section of my desktop right here. And now I have the main menu. Okay, so let's go over a couple of these buttons real fast. Right here is the capture image. Basically everything that's highlighted right now in color, that is going to be the image I'm actually going to save. So, there I go. Save it. And there is my image. That is my desktop picture on top of my desktop. And I'm actually going to call that desktop. And now I have the option to save it to my computer, copy this image, cancel, try again, or automatically upload it to Screencast. With this particular image, since it's just a really quick and simple image, I'm actually going to save it to my computer just to show you that feature. It will pull up where you want to save it. I'm going to save my desktop to my desktop. Ta-da! Alright, this right here is just the little confirmation saying, hey, you've been able to do it. And again, there it is right there. I mentioned earlier, Snagit. That's just a software offered, but like I said, you only get a free trial version of that. So we're just going to basically ignore this right here. Here is my picture of my desktop. Saved. I'm going to pull that up. There it is. Alright. So that's how you capture images. You can do that to anything that you see on your screen. As long as it's on your screen and as long as you have your crosshairs lined up, that is what you can save it. Alright, I'm actually going to click on the crosshairs again, because this time I'm going to select another part of my desktop just to be a little bit different. There we go, right here. Alright, this time I'm actually going to, let me scoot it up a hair so you can see the menu, sorry. I'm going to create a video, or capture a video. Now, the mic is off, so there won't be any overlapping, because right now I'm recording a video of myself recording a video. So anything right here in my mouse is actually being recorded by Jing. So this is just making a couple of videos at the same time. Alright, now an important thing to know about video recording is you only get 5 minutes maximum to record. Snagit, again, is just a feature. You'll get a couple of advertisements for that saying, hey, upload or maximize your time to record, which it does, but again, that's only for a trial version. So I want to just simply emphasize you don't want to do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop after quite a few seconds. And here is the video of my desktop right here. I'm going to move my mouse down here. This is me teaching, whereas right above the mouse is actually where I just recorded previously. So that's just to kind of show off what you can do with that particular software. Alright, I'm going to name this desktop video. And I've got it's still playing, or the video. Right here. This is, by the way, I'm glad that I actually pulled this up. This is where you can turn the volume up as well as just select where you want it to play. Alright, it's done. Yay! Alright, now, these buttons again, I can either save it to my computer. I already did that with the image, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to screencast.com. It is uploading automatically to my Screencast account, which I'm going to pull up right here. Here it is still loading. There's my folder, my hosting folder. Once it gets through downloading, it will actually show up right here where it says 0. I'm actually going to have to push the refresh button, and it will actually appear into the folder. So essentially, that is what we have for capturing images and videos. I've got one more thing I want to show you with the feature. Okay, there it is. There's the confirmation. Push the refresh real quick. And there it is. I have an item. That is the video that just uploaded to my Screencast library account. And there it is. There's my video. I can share it, put it in a file, delete it, whatever I need to do. Going real quick back to my desktop. Last feature I want to show you is once you create or you capture the image, I'm going to capture another image for this feature. Right here, your buttons, I want to elaborate more on these, your settings buttons. This right here allows you to add social networking immediately. There's that advanced FTP, which I'm not going to fool with. YouTube is not necessarily an option unless you get Snagit. Sorry about that. Twitter and Facebook and Flickr, you simply just have to authorize and synchronize your account. And once you do that, you can post it. I'm actually going to, let's see, well, I really don't want to do that. I'm just going to say, okay, yeah, you have to authorize it. But I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to keep my menu the way it is right here. It's just a preference. But that's how you add the buttons. These last couple of features right here, this actually allows you to add text box into the image. Text box. You can add frames. And you can highlight whatever it is you want to, as well as change the color. And here's the undo button and the redo button, just to go back and forth from each job that you do, just like in Paint, kind of. See, undo, undo, redo everything. That is essentially how you use Jing, the basic 101. I hope this video taught you something, how to use the software. If you have any questions, you can refer to the reference page that I've got, as well as check out the Jing homepage tutorial videos, or play this one again. Thank you again, and I hope to get your feedback from Discussion 5.